Hi there, JD Martin again. So today we're going to talk how to stay on track over the weekend. So you've been learning about clean eating, you've been learning about all these tips and techniques that I've been sharing with you throughout the week, and now you're trying to figure out how to make it normal. How do you fit it into your life, especially on a weekend? And that's a big concern for a lot of people, and it's a very legitimate question, which is why we're taking the time to go over it. So, one thing to know is that we have been wired for years with specific behaviors that have become habits, those bad habits that we have, right? But here's the good news. By rewiring our thinking, by choosing to consciously make new decisions and make that good decision over and over again, repetitively, it then becomes habitual. So that means that you are then creating a new habit and you're replacing your bad habit. Good news, right? You can do it. We can all do it. So, first thing you need to know about staying on track for the weekend is know your plans. I know that sometimes we like to be spontaneous, we like to do certain things, but for the most part, to make this a normal part of your lifestyle and succeed and stay on track as best as you possibly can, you do need to know your plans. Where are you going and when are you going? Okay, maybe it's a wedding, a birthday barbecue, a dinner out with friends, whatever it is, know what your plans are, because then you can plan accordingly with that to stay on track, okay? So number 2, plan your treat meal, okay? And that just means that, yes, eating clean is great, but me personally, huge believer in moderation. I'm a huge believer in not cutting out any one food group unless it's medically necessary or there's an allergy or something like that. So everything does something for our body. So I think it's just a matter of figuring out in what percentages is good for us. But I also believe that it doesn't mean you should not be allowed to enjoy the pleasures that food offers us, okay? I love sweets. I love dessert. I love chocolate. That's me. I'm never going to cut that out 100%. But what I am going to do is I'm going to plan it into my week. And if it's on my weekend or a date night or whatever it is, I plan it ahead of time and it keeps me on track through the week so that when that day comes, I go, okay, well, I know that we're going to go on a date this night. We'll probably go out to dinner and see a movie. So I'm going to use that as my treat meal so I can have a little bit of sweets at the theater and, maybe splurge just a tiny bit at dinner, so plan for it. Plan in advance. Plan your treat meal. Don't use the weekend as an excuse to behave like it's a free-for-all the whole time, okay? Limit your drinks. We do like a beverage now and then. I'm talking alcoholic. They're not necessarily super in alignment with trying to lose body fat and live a healthier, leaner life. So just be aware of that. If you're drinking every night, maybe limit it to once or twice, a week. And I'm just saying baby steps. For me personally, I don't necessarily enjoy drinking a lot. Occasionally I drink or have a drink when I'm out with my friends. But for the most part, I've learned that I'm working my butt off to live this healthy life, to get those results that I want, to feel good. And for me, I don't feel like it's worth it to sabotage it by, drinking a lot of alcoholic beverages. So they can be very high in calories, very high in sugar, depending on the kind of drinks that you're having. So yes, if you're trying to get really serious, very much limit your alcoholic beverages, okay? But if you're just kind of trying to maintain or just make certain trades in your behaviors and activities, then just baby steps. And it's okay. You don't need to do anything cold turkey. But just be aware of your decisions that you're making and maybe make that a part of your treat meal, okay? Something you look forward to, kind of pat yourself on the back. You did a great job. You stayed on track all week, and especially in the beginning, these first 21 days of creating a new habit are crucial. We have to do those things repetitively to make it become a habit. That's why they say it takes 21 days, because we have to repetitively rewire our brain to create and make something habitual. So, next, don't leave the house hungry and do not show up to an event starving. So if you know what it is and it's you know what the event is that you're going to, right? Because you know your plans, and you also know that it's not your scheduled or your planned treat meal and you'd like to stay on track as much as possible, eat before you go. Get some Shakeology, drink some Shakeology while you're there, bring some healthy snacks, or just make the healthiest choices you can while you're there. Just plan ahead. If you don't know what they're going to have, or if you know it's going to be like pizza and ice cream, bring your own stuff. Nobody's going to be upset about that. It's your life, it's your choice, and you never know who you're going to inspire. So set the tone. Okay. If you're eating out, if you're going to a restaurant, guess what? Times have changed. Menus are on websites. Get on the internet, look up the menu of the restaurant that you're going to go to, and pick what you're going to eat before you even go. And then when you get to that restaurant, be the first person to order. Set the tone. Don't even open the menu. Don't even tempt yourself to choose something different. And don't let everybody else order before you that might be having their treat meal or totally splurging or not living as much of a healthy, clean eating lifestyle. And don't tempt yourself. So be the first person to order, know what you're going to eat in advance, and don't show up opening the menu and browsing all that stuff and just totally teasing yourself and drooling in your lap. Don't do that. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Set yourself up for success. So websites, restaurants, yay! Okay. Next, watch your portions. So restaurants tend to overserve, right? They give us large portions. The later in the day, the bigger the portion. I don't know about you, it makes me want to go to sleep and definitely makes me super uncomfortable when I overeat. So just watch yourself. If you're getting 2 big old chicken breasts with your meal and a huge helping of, brown rice and then like a huge helping of vegetables, maybe eat half of it. It's okay. It depends on the time of the day. If you're going for lunch, eating more might be good. You want more energy to keep you through the rest of the day. But if it's like 7 p.m., you definitely don't need to binge on this big old meal and feel obligated to finish it. To-go boxes, bring it home, stick it in the fridge, pull it out the next day, reheat, and eat. You don't even have to worry about your lunch the next day. Perfect, right? So, next. Find an accountability partner. So maybe your spouse or a significant other, maybe a family member or a close friend, somebody that's going with you to these events, and tell them like, hey, I'm trying to stay on track. Like, you want to be a part of this with me? You want to hold me accountable? Can we do this together? Find somebody who's trying to live this lifestyle too, and lean on each other for that support. And if you're going alone, it's okay. You've got these other tips and things that you can try and do, and all these tools and resources at your disposal. So you have every ability to stay on track. But having that extra accountability partner sure is a game changer. So find one if you can. If not, it's okay. You're still armed with all these tools. You'll be all right. And do not skip breakfast. So on the weekends, tend to stay up late, tend to way oversleep the next day if you don't have kids anyways. And then maybe you wake up and you're starving, you eat this big old huge breakfast and maybe a whole bunch of, bad foods or pancakes and syrup and, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't have that, but sometimes we do that. We get in the habit of just like totally eating this huge meal, and because we feel like we're starving because we've been sleeping for so long. So just be aware of that. Don't skip breakfast and try not to way oversleep to where you wake up and you completely binge because you feel like you're starving. So just try to be more aware, more intentional, and get breakfast in within an hour of waking up. You need food. Remember, food is fuel. And I know you hear that said, and you're probably like super annoyed by it, but it's the truth. It gives you energy. Your car won't run without gas, neither will you. If you want to jumpstart your metabolism, get your energy going, get your brain running, eat. And eat good food. Get your body running in prime condition first thing in the morning. So do not skip that breakfast. Definitely need that breakfast. And lastly, get sleep. The weekends are fun, and like I said, we stay up late, we go to the movies, we have date nights, we celebrate we have celebrations like weddings and birthdays and all kinds of things. Like weekends are jam-packed full of activity, and sometimes we're just so excited and wired and we're not getting enough sleep because we're trying to just celebrate and love the crap out of life over the weekend. But you need your sleep. So minimum of 7 hours, okay? Give yourself that 7 hours you deserve. So that being said, I hope this helps you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Comment below if you have any questions for me. And your little daily assignment for me is to comment below and tell me how you planned ahead for your weekend. What is one thing that you did to help you stay on track for the weekend? Okay? Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later.